Hi, Scorpio. What's up? Let's see what messages want to come through for you right now for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. Show me clearly. Okay, you guys have a lot of healing energy that's surrounding you at this time. Tobias of the Waters, Mike the Myomancer, and the Singer of Healing. Okay, so Tobias of the Waters is a situation that you're currently in. It could be very highly emotional, very intense. You're feeling all emotions. It's a lot. Could be crying a lot, could be feeling very sentimental, could be needing a lot of like care or support or compassion. But overall, this is an energy of flow, this energy of healing. And with Mike the Myomancer, this is all about our perception. It's all about what we focus on. This is our intentions. This is also how, the universe is communicating to us through signs, through synchronicities, through symbolism, and how our perception has a great influence on what we experience in our reality and in our day-to-day life. And it's just showing here, Singer of Healing, that there's this level of acceptance that you're reaching. There's this calmness that you're embodying. And I mean, like, it seems like you're flowing. You're going with the flow to the best of your ability. You might be feeling a bit vulnerable right now, but I'm feeling also like your senses are being heightened, okay? Like all of your emotions, all of your senses, your intuitive abilities, all of that's being heightened for you to really observe and kind of just sit in. You don't have to change, you don't have to fix, you don't have to rush through or try and just push through, ignore this, but it's more of like observe what's going on and observe your thoughts and just to be aware, to be very aware, to practice mindfulness. What's going on for Scorpio? Ace of Pentacles, Tower at the bottom. There's a shift that's taking place, and it's a foundational shift. 10 of Wands, 2 of Wands at the bottom. You've made a decision recently to change your life, to go after something. There's this determination that you have. There's something that's kind of keeping you stuck, and I'm not sure if this is just relating to like money, finances, or just like something that you may feel is out of reach. But there's a way out of this. Show me clearly. 9 of Swords. This might be just mindset and mentality that fell out between the 10 of Wands and the Devil. Then we also have the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Cups. Let's talk about this. Page of Pentacles. So here we have this door that's opening, or it's a chest, a chest that's opening, golden opportunities leading to a lot of fortune, a lot of abundance, a lot of success and prosperity, new growth, new, like feels like a lot of new energy that's wanting to break through. The thing is, you do have a lot on your plate. You're pretty full on. You have a lot that you're juggling. There's a lot that you're trying to overcome. There's a lot that you're working through. You may have a lot of pressure on your shoulders. And so this Ace of Pentacles might just feel like another thing that's added to the list, right? Not to bite on more than you can chew. But it also, there is this energy where you feel kind of smushed or crammed or kind of just pent up. Maybe you're needing to find some sort of way to release. Yeah, Knight of Wands, not Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands. I do think you need some sort of way to get this energy out of you because it feels like it's being suppressed, or you're trying to just like stay strong, push through, power through. But I can see like mentally there are some things that are haunting you, or there are some things that you're struggling with. There's some things that are challenging you. It's like you challenging your past, you challenging your fears, you challenging just all these icky things that are bubbling up to the surface. And no matter where you go, it's there. It's kind of, it's kind of like there's no escape is what this feels like. 10 of Wands, Devil, and the Nine of Swords. It seems like there's not really much of an escape. You got to go through it. Can't go around it, can't go over, can't go under. You got to go through it. And Queen of Wands to the Knight of Cups. I mean, I'm hearing, I just want love. I just want love. I just want compassion. I want companionship. I just want to be nourished. I want to be taken care of. I just want to be told it's all going to be okay. Need some support here. Maybe someone's showing you love, but you feel like, ooh, what is that? Someone's showing you interest and you might be feeling like uncomfortable receiving. But yeah, Queen of Wands. She's naturally creative. She's very optimistic. She's extroverted. She's very enjoyable to be around. She's such a pleasure. She has the best of friends, or she's the best friend to many. She's very caring and compassionate and sensitive, and that being paired with the Knight of Cups, this is someone who's a dreamer, somebody who really believes in magic, somebody who romanticizes their lives, and they dream a lot about the future and how good it's gonna get. And so you have these high hopes, you have these high dreams, you really feel so strongly about that. And that probably ties in with Mike the Biomancer. It's like your senses are being heightened, you're feeling everything that you're going through, you're observing it, you're not having to identify it with it necessarily, right? Here we have this opportunity that's being presented to you. Yes, you have your life struggles. Yes, you got your own worries, fears, traumas, triggers. You're working through it, you're observing it, trying not to get too caught up in it, although it kind of looks like you are a little bit. But for the most part, you're still leaning into that dreamy, magical, optimistic, attractive energy. We have the Page of Pentacles at the bottom, the Four of Pentacles, and the Star, which tells me that you're still like sitting tight, like especially with the Four of Pentacles to the Star, you're sitting tight, still holding on to your hopes and your dreams and aspirations. And there seems to be some sort of offering that comes in, or some kind of help or assistance, or just some kind of good news. Or I'm seeing like you might be receiving a lot of signs or signals from the divine, from spirit, from the universe, from earth. Like you're seeing these beautiful things, these occurrences, whether you saw a rainbow or like a sundog, or like, I don't know, just certain energies with animals, or just you're seeing certain synchronicities confirming you're on the right track and to keep going. So you sitting tight, you staying strong, you're waiting for the right moment to jump off this rock and start swimming, right? When the timing is right. Star to the Ace of Wands, you know when to strike that match. But in the meantime, I see you're like researching. I see that you're planning. You're thinking a lot about the future. Maybe it's about the future of you and somebody else. Two of Cups. That might be something that's on your mind. But overall, I see you're very optimistic, and you're also healing too. Like again, healing energy is all around you in this reading. A lot of healing, a lot of persevering, a lot of strength, and all that good stuff. So why is the Ace of Pentacles here? Eight of Cups. An opportunity to leave something in the past, to start over, to start fresh. Some of you are moving. You might be walking away from a job. Two of Wands. Or you're at this crossroad. You're considering if you should stay or go. And this Ace of Pentacles for Scorpio. But it's recommended to think about the long term here. The Fool. Oh, not the Fool. I don't know why I said the Fool. The Moon. Definitely an energy of taking a step into the unknown and having to really rely on your intuition, your inner knowing. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. So there might be something in your life that appears to be broken or just is in need of repair. And right now you might be unsure or confused on how will this ever work itself out. So there's a lot that's up in the air. There's a lot that's unknown. There's a lot of questioning what's next for Scorpio. The Fool at the bottom, right? What's next for Scorpio? Ace of Wands, Six of Swords. I mean, there's going to be some really beautiful plot twists for you. All right. You might be like, I don't know what's next for me. Is there anything next for me? Yes, 100%. Yes, there's something that comes out of this. You're not able to see it just yet. But just because you can't see it doesn't mean it isn't there. There's a lot going on behind the scenes. And even that's Mike the Myomancer. It might not be so obvious. It might be something that's super subtle. It might be something that just goes over your head or you miss it because you're just so inundated with like life and reality and obligations or responsibilities, but it's there. 10 of Wands for Scorpio. We have Judgment. Temperance at the bottom as well. Let me get one more. 10 of Wands. 3 of Pentacles. There's a lesson here that the universe is really trying to get ingrained in you, in your soul, in your spirit. And for the most part, you are showing that you're learning, that you know, that you understand. You really are putting in the effort. And it feels like there's going to be a jump in energy, or things are picking up, because we go from a 3 of Pentacles to a 6 at the bottom. And it feels like this jump, or this like evolution, however you want to call it, this increase, it maybe is an increase in money. It happens kind of like the moment you let go, the moment you surrender, the moment you stop pushing or forcing or putting all this pressure even on yourself. I mean, that's what you're learning through this experience. You've been putting so much fucking pressure on yourself, and the universe is saying like, yo, chill. You're wearing yourself out. You're exhausting yourself. You're draining yourself. 9 of Swords. Why is 9 of Swords here for Scorpio? Hermit. 5 of Swords. And the Star. Okay. So we have Virgo energy and Aquarius energy. So 9 of Swords with Hermit. This is where we're in solitude, or we're by ourselves, and we're thinking a lot about ourselves, our past, where are we going, how do we end up here? And the Hermit to the 5 of Swords, it's kind of like you're looking at, okay, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? What's wrong with me? Or it's, this could also be you looking at the things that have hurt you or harmed you in the past that need healing, or that need forgiveness, or the Star to the 5 of Swords, there's something coming up about vulnerability and trust. So I don't know if this is within you and yourself or with someone else, but whatever this is that's talking about it, it's like deep shadow work, looking at yourself in the mirror, having these ahas or these realizations that kind of just, it's a lot, it's intense. 10 of Wands at the bottom, 4 of Swords, and a 3 of Cups. It's this need of having to release something that's been burdening you so that you can really be free from it and be happy, because you deserve to be happy. So 9 of Swords to the Star. This is where you're afraid of good things happening, or you're scared of things taking a turn for the worst. Now, this could just be you sabotaging yourself, pushing things away before that could potentially disappoint you. It's a coping mechanism, Devil, but what does that do for you? It keeps you stuck in this cage. You're not fulfilled. You feel like imprisoned, right? So, is that how you want to live your life? I don't think so. Now the Devil. Four of Pentacles, yeah. So there's that energy where you're reserving, you're clinching on to just any ounce of control, the need to know, the need to have, the lack mentality of what if I lose it all? And it's so exhausting. It's so exhausting. Time of the Devil. This is where greed can come in. I'm not saying that you're greedy, but you know, this can be where we hoard. This can be where we really just want to sink our teeth into whatever this is because we just don't want to lose it. Three of Cups. Anything else about the Devil? The Empress. See you holding back from things that could truly bring in a lot of pleasure and joy and harmony and happiness. That's what this Devil is. It's like you getting in your own way. Get out of your way. Get out of the way. Move, Scorpio. Move out of the way. Okay? Because my goodness, I see you holding back from like connections, friendships, romance. I see you like... There's a block in your divine feminine energy. You know, maybe you've been feeling really burnt out or like out of touch with yourself, out of touch with your body, out of touch with your creative nature. I feel like you've been kind of reserving yourself in a way that hasn't been enjoyable, hasn't been pleasurable. King of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands. You've been heavily focused on your work, on your career, of trying to accomplish things and stay on top of business and get that recognition. And I see you've been in like heavy boss mode, but not so much play. So you're needing more play in your life. Queen of Wands. Why is the Queen of Wands here for Scorpio? We have the Nine of Wands. Still like that guarded walls up high. Page of Cups. People talking to you and you're like, what do you want from me? The Sun. They just want to be happy. Maybe they sense that you're a little bit off, a little bit down. Someone who maybe you live with, or someone that you're very close to, somebody that you have a strong bond with, and they want to be there for you, show up for you, support you. But, you know, again, Four of Pentacles, you be holding yourself back. Why? Nine of Swords. You're paranoid. Everybody's out to get you. Can't trust nobody. Push them away. So Queen of Wands, Nine of Wands. I kind of get a stubborn energy with this. I kind of get like I don't need nobody. I'm fine on my own. I got this under control and I don't need your help. Queen of Wands and the Page of Cups. This is where conversations, communication, emotional expressions taking place. It is softening the edge. It is kind of softening the blade of yours or your stinger a little bit. It's kind of where you're becoming less blunt, or you're starting to warm up a little, just ever so slightly. Page of Cups and the Sun. Some kind of communication that comes in that feels like a warmth. That's just, you know, when the clouds leave the sun and now finally it's blue sky, you feel the warmth of the sun. It's kind of like that, where it's like, oh my God, I was so cold, but I'm warming up. It feels here something / someone is kind of pushing down those barriers. / you're starting to allow the walls to come down. It's slow, Knight of Pentacles, slow, but it's safe for you to open up. And perhaps, you know, you've been going through some emotional times, Five of Cups, and you've been doing this all on your own, trying to persevere. You don't want to air out all your business, but, and you don't have to, but there's an opportunity for you to connect, or for you to, just like open up your heart. Open up your hearts. Knight of Cups. Eight of Pentacles. Knight of Cups, please. Two of Cups. There's someone here who wants to work on your connection. You both do. Let's be real here. Two of Cups. Sorry, I can't get my words out. Two of Cups, it's mutual energy. It's shared energy. Knight of Cups. Ace of Cups, very nice. Nine of Swords at the bottom, always that little demon, little fear is haunting you. strength, and the Chariot, having to overcome and persevere, not letting those doubts and worries and what ifs hold you back, having to challenge those beliefs, having to overcome it. So 8 of Pentacles to the Knight of Cups. If we're just talking about you for a split second, this is just about you continuing to put your focus and energy towards the things that bring you fulfillment, the things that you love, the things that you truly enjoy, the things that bring you pleasure. Now, you building something with another, right? When we're switching gears, talking about you and somebody in particular, could be with a water sign or an earth sign, doesn't have to be, but this is showing that there is a lot of like dreams about the future, discussions about the future, what you and this person both want with one another. 2 of Cups and a Knight of Cups. You both have deep feelings and emotions for one another, probably love each other very much. And I'm seeing here your relationship is developing and progressing, becoming more stronger, more intimate, more emotional. There's like a bond that you're building and establishing. And maybe, again, 9 of Swords, strength, Chariot. There's that fear of like, oh, I gotta run, run for the hills. They're getting too close to me. I'm losing myself. Go, run, avoid, push back, pull away. It's like, dude. So that is something to be aware of. Okay, maybe you're dealing with someone that's like that, because the connection is very strong, but it could also be triggering. Okay, Page of Pentacles. Six of Cups and Justice. Page of Wands at the bottom. There's someone that you have some history with, or somebody that you're very familiar with, or your souls recognize each other. But this is bringing up some sort of matters from the past. And I'm getting this energy saying that the story has changed, or whatever happened in the past, it's not repeating this time around. This time is different. You learned your lesson, they learned their lesson. This time is completely different than in the past. So if you can really believe and trust in that and know that this time around is different, it's going to make things a lot easier for you. This is obviously like you learning from mistakes and what you may perceive as a failure. This is you overcoming that, learning from it, growing from it, being a better person from those experiences. You have Libra energy over here. So you may have a Libra. Maybe there's either a missed opportunity or a delay that's now finally picking back up this time around. Page of Wands, Queen of Cups, 4 of Swords. I'm seeing a conversation that's taking place, an invitation that really just leads to harmony and fulfillment, and just like, oh, I feel relieved. I feel good. I feel at peace. I feel happy. 4 of Pentacles. Why is the 4 of Pentacles here for Scorpio? Whoa, okay, Tower. This when it flew out, it did try and flip itself reverse, but it didn't fully. It was mostly like, it was kind of like this. So it was not like this. It was like sideways, but not fully sideways. Tower and the 5 of Pentacles. This feels like resisting change, or it's like grappling on to certain ideas or visions that may not be in alignment, or yeah, this just kind of feels like struggle with adapting. There's a difficulty when it comes to adapting to what? 10 of Wands. See, because there's this pressure, there's this energy that you're clinging on to, or things from your past that are weighing you down. 10 of Wands, King of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. Also just trying to keep finances in order, your business in order. Let me see, 4 of Pentacles. Hangman. Change in perspective is needed. 3 of Wands, change in plans is also something I'm seeing taking place, that you're having to really just like take your hands off the wheel and allow. This is where it's like, universe, take the wheel. I surrender. I have to let go. I have to detach. I have to just let things be as they are. And just really, Hangman, focus on what's in my control, focus on my mindset. There's a different way you can view the situation. You know, Tower, when this brings up shakeups or surprising things that are out of our control, the thing we want to do is try and lean into control, try and change the outcome, try and push, try and force, try and get in the way. We're clinging on for dear life. And then where does that take us? Well, Five of Pentacles. It's not really the outcome that we had wanted or had envisioned or desired. And we're like, what did I do wrong? Or like, again, he's like grasping. When we look at these two cards together, not hangman, we'll get to that after. But it's like, there's these sequence of events taking place. You're trying so hard to grapple on and hang on for dear life. It's just like, this situation's calling for you to surrender. You have to surrender. Put your hands up. You're under arrest. Spirit is arresting you. Spirit's arresting you. Three of Wands, Magician, the Eight of Swords. Again, I feel like it's just change of plans or something that kind of catches you by surprise and you kind of just go into lockdown and like you're shocked and you're just like, what do I do? Okay, Scorpio. You gotta chill as best as possible. Let's see why the star is here. Why is this star here? Ace of Swords. Not it trying to flip it in the reverse. Okay, I kind of feel like you might not be able to see it just right now, but very soon you'll see the blessing in this situation. The blessing, even though right now you could be stressing. Let's see the star. Four of Swords. And the Three of Swords. Okay, Ten of Wands at the bottom. Heavy energy in the air. Oh my gosh. Okay. There will be healing. There will be a relief of the stress, a relief of the pain and the suffering and the struggles. It's something that, like there's a level of discomfort. But then at the same time, the Four of Swords is finding comfort in the uncomfortable. And a lot of this has to do with your mindset. A lot of this has to do with your perception. A lot of this has to do with how you speak to yourself and others. Communication's a big thing here. It is interesting the order of how these cards came out from the Ace of Swords to the Four of Swords to then the Three of Swords, because it's like, okay, so you have this clarity or you get this truth or you speak this truth, you have this conversation, whatever, like this new way of looking at things. And that brings you this calmness. You feel at ease and you feel like, all right, I'm resting. I'm at peace with this. I surrender. But then all of a sudden now Three of Swords, you're hurting. You feel exposed. Okay, right? You feel exposed or you're feeling vulnerable or you're feeling either triggered or reminded of either past events or things that, you've been suppressing. Ten of Wands, King of Pentacles, the Emperor, things that you've been suppressing, things that you've been trying to keep under control, things that you have been trying to distract yourself from with your work, with, day-to-day routine, staying busy. And then at nighttime, just when your head hits the pillow is where all those fear boogeyman be creeping on out because you've been so busy through the day, you've been distracted, and now that your mind is kind of starting to rest, oh, what about this? Hey, remember that time? Hey, remember when this person did XYZ? And it's like reviving all these suppressed thoughts, feelings, memories, because it all has to be cleared out of your system. Basically. And the star is all about healing. It's also about recognizing yourself, calling back your power, calling back your strength. It's all about you being truthful to yourself and owning your weaknesses and your strengths, I don't know why I'm getting a little cramp in my finger. Okay, well, heavy times for you, for this collective. I'm sending you big hugs. You go girl, you go guy, you pushing through. This is temporary. Don't you forget. King of Pentacles, the Emperor. At least your money's looking good. At least your finances looking good. Business looking good. Hey. I'm seeing a Ten of Swords in the World. You know what I will say, Scorpio? The worst is over. better things on the horizon. Stay tuned for that. Be on the lookout for all the amazing things that you have yet to experience, because it's on its way. It's happening now. We only have the present. Past, future, we only have the present. So the moment you choose to focus on what you already have instead of the lack, I get it, it can be hard. That's when things really start to shift like instantly. So try your best to be as present as can be, and be easy on yourself, okay? I get a lot of energy here where it's like you're being very hard on yourself. So ease off the pressure as best as possible. Be patient, be kind, be compassionate to yourself during these times. All right? This too shall pass. Happy Pisces season. Oh my gosh. All right. I love you so much. Let me know if it resonates. Private readings are available down below, and I will see y'all later. Have a good one. Bye.